Rodrigo Borgia, aka the Spaniard. A dark stain on human history, Rodrigo left a trail of blood a mile wide on his quest to unify Italy under the Templar banner. Anyone who opposed him ended up in little pieces inside a sack, or, if he was in a good mood, poisoned. Once he was crowned Pope, Rodrigo, or should I say Alexander VI, used his influence to wage war with any city that held out against the Templars. And then there were the rumoured X-rated atrocities. Hundreds of courtesans brought to the Vatican by the cartload, and the Pope's close friendship with his illegitimate daughter, Lucrezia. Oh yeah, and did I mention the killings never stopped? Throughout all his public debauchery, Rodrigo was quietly murdering his enemies behind the scenes, consolidating Templar power for the moment when they would seize control.
You really have it? You were not followed?
Absolutely. Everything went perfectly. We have followed your orders exactly as specified. The mission to Cyprus was more difficult than...
Ezio. It's been some time.
Rodrigo. So, where is he?
Who?
Your prophet. Doesn't look like anybody showed up, Rodrigo. How many people have died for these? For what's in this box? And look, there's nobody here.
You claim not to be a believer, and yet here you are. Don't you see him? The prophet is already here. I am the prophet. Now give me the apple.
Come and take it from me.
Is this all you have? Where is the rest of your people?
What people?
You really have no idea, do you? Guards!
Order, go! Get on his blind side! We can get him to the piazza. The base from the bonfire is still an hour away. Avanti, ragazzi! Pazienza! Wait for the sleep! Attenti, ragazzi! Pazienza! Traitor! Flank him! You falls of the Stepfather will loosen your tongue! Wait for the sleep! Ora! Five florins to your one. I can take both his ears while he's still breathing. Have at him!
Uncle!
Don't worry, Nipote. You are not alone.
Olpe? What are you doing here?
We could very well ask you the same thing.
Save your questions, brother. Don't let Borgia leave with that box.
Avanti!
Now, you all shall die.
Take him down, Nicola. We're right behind you. Come on, Nicola. Follow. I got the hunger for more.
Hot fun! You should do these more often.
You will die by my hand, just like this. This war has been going on far longer than either of us have played a role.
Isn't this magnificent? All of us smashing these temporary heads together!
The brothers didn't need to die. I just killed them to make a point. There is no mercy when you cross the gambler.
This is for my father. Paula.
He's gone, but we have what we came for.
No. I need to go after him.
Do you really now? Or are you here for another reason, my son?
Theodora! What? What are you all doing here?
Perhaps the same thing you are, Ezio. Hoping to see the Prophet appear.
I came here to kill the Spaniard. I couldn't care less about your Prophet. He never showed up.
No? But you did.
What?
A Prophet's arrival was foretold. And unbeknownst to us, here you are. Perhaps all along, you were the one we sought.
Cosa? Who are you?
Niccolò di Bernardo de Machiavelli. I am an assassin, trained in the ancient ways to safeguard mankind's evolution. Just like you, and each one of us here.
You are all assassins? Paola. Volpe.
It's true, Nipote. We have all been guiding you for years, teaching you the skills you would need to join our ranks. I think it's time.
We have our prize, but there is much to be done. Come, meet us here at sunset.
Lashea waka umutlak bel kulun munkin. These are the words spoken by our ancestors that lay at the heart of our creed.
Where other men blindly follow the truth, remember.
Nothing is true.
Where other men are limited by morality or law, remember.
Everything is permitted.
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
Nothing is true.
Everything is permitted.
It is time, Ezio. In this modern age, we are not so literal as our ancestors, but our seal is no less permanent. Are you ready to join us?
I am.
This only hurts for a while, brother. Like so many things.
Benvenuto, Ezio. You are one of us now. Come, we have much to do.
Unlikely for this franchise, the mission line for the assassination of the ultimate bad guy, Rodrigo Borgia, had its content cut in half, starting with Ezio learning of an artifact being delivered to Rodrigo of importance to the assassins, and therefore he kills up and dresses as the escort, escorts the delivery to Rodrigo, and takes his option to strike, but like his late ancestor Altair, he manages to fuck up the assassination through his overconfidence and has to fight Rodrigo one-on-one. I will admit that I fucked up in this playthrough because I lost and didn't buy or find my sword again, so I was just punching him for most of it. But that doesn't excuse the idea that the ultimate villain of the game also has the worst combat. He has very high defenses and health, which in this game isn't a good way to increase challenge since the combat is terrible. Due to the number of times you have to hit Rodrigo and his throwing off of like 80% of Ezio's attacks, you really end up just endlessly hitting the X button until the game tells you to stop. Rodrigo is a massive damage cube, and this terrible boss fight doesn't get any better when knights and other minions come in to help to only make this long-ass boss fight more protracted. It also gets cut down the difficulty curve more by the other side's idea of Ezio's defenses, which are more impervious than Rodrigo's, meaning that nobody is taking damage and Ezio is almost immune to Rodrigo's blade. This means that there are no stakes to this fight whatsoever, and therefore no satisfaction in completing it. And it's just the case of Ubisoft burning up a hell of a lot of time on complete pointlessness. I will say that again. I made the boss fight a heck of a lot longer than it was needed by not having my sword. But it would still be the same concept of combat even if I had it. The time taken to deal with Rodrigo would have just been nominally shortened, but that's it. It sucks, it's stupid, and it's completely pointless. Rodrigo makes it out with his life intact, and it just makes you wonder why this part of the game exists in it at all. It's an across-the-board failure, but at least Ezio got the Apple of Eden? I guess?